Hello, Junior 6. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. Today, inshallah, we're going to continue where we stopped last time. ODI book, page 73. Unit 6, as we spoke before, we said that we have to protect our environment from any source of pollution because it affects the environment itself and it actually affects our life as well. So, today inshallah we're going to start explaining how does the pollution affect us as humans. Here we have the title of the paragraph that we have. The title is allergies. And I think that most of us actually suffer from allergy. Here they say, read the text and find the words in the box. We have the word allergies, ambulance, pollution, and sneezing. Now, let's start reading together, step by step, and explain what we read. Clean air is very important for your health. If you go to China, you may see a lot of people who cover their mouth with a special mask because of the pollution there. Actually, nowadays, all of us cover our mouths with special masks. But even before the spread of coronavirus in China, people used to wear these masks all the time because China is one of the highly polluted countries in the world. So, modern urban life with its cars and factories makes more people suffer from allergies than in the past. So now, because of the increasing rate of pollution there, people are trying to protect themselves as much as they can by wearing these masks. And actually, the modern life that we have nowadays, it makes people even suffer more from allergies than in the past. Excuse me. You can also suffer from allergies in the countryside where the air is clean and healthy. This is due to the plants and flowers in the fields. So now, the allergies is not only caused by the pollution. You can be in a healthy environment, but you still have allergies because of the plants and the flowers. If you are allergic to something, you will probably have symptoms such as sneezing or red eyes, and you may find it difficult to breathe. If you have a severe allergic reaction to something, you should call an ambulance or go to the doctors. Some allergies are dangerous, and so you should always ask for help if you don't feel well. Allergies are a serious health problem in modern life. And actually, if you thought about it, most of us nowadays use inhalers, okay, in their mouth or in their nose because they suffer from different kinds of allergy. Okay, here we have ask and answer the questionnaire, with a partner to find out how likely you are to develop an allergy. If you don't know whether you have allergy or not, these questions might help you to find out. We have 5 questions here. According to your answer, whether it's with yes or with no, you're going to compare your answers to the answer key. Okay? If you have 4 or 5 no answers, it's very unlikely that you have allergies. Yani if you answered 4 or 5 questions, all of them with no, then you don't have any allergy. If you have 2 or 3 yes answers, you may have some allergy symptoms in the future. If you have 5 yeses, don't worry. Not everyone develops allergy, but try to be careful as much as you can. Okay, and then here we have other questions. You have to answer with yes or no according to your opinion. Now let's move to page 74. Well, after discussing what pollution can cause, what are the damages and the harm it can cause, now it's time to protect our environment. It's time to think about ways of protection. So, here we have 3 boxes. In the first box, we have air pollution. We know, of course, that there are many sources to pollute the air. Let's read together to find out. Air pollution has many causes. Factories, cars, lorries, and planes burn fuel, and send poisonous gases into the air. All of these sources, of course, these can make us ill, whether it's the car fumes or the lorries fumes or the plane fuel that burn and keep spreading in the air. All of these gases and fumes can make us ill. Then, on some parts of the planet, large areas of forests are burned every year for farming. So, of course, the smoke goes into the air. We need to use cleaner sources of energy. For example, solar energy, wind energy, and the natural force of the water in big rivers. So, instead of using the fuel, and burning gas and sending all these poisonous gases into the air, we can use cleaner sources of energy to protect our environment. Let's move to the second box here. It's talking about the global warming. Some people, or actually most people, know the term global warming, but what does it mean? Here we have a simple explanation of the global warming. Have you ever been inside a car parked in the sun? Try to imagine كده a summer day, a hot summer day, and you parked your car in a sunny area and then you rode the car. How would you feel? You would burn. It's terribly hot. When the windows are closed, it gets hotter and hotter inside the car. The poisonous gases around the earth are similar to the closed windows in a car. The earth gets hotter and hotter. Imagine that the earth is your car, the one that is parked in the sun in a hot day. And it keeps getting hotter and hotter every single day. How would that do to our planet? This is called the global warming. Some scientists think this is changing the climate, of course. In some parts of the world, it rains a lot. In other parts, it doesn't rain for years. And of course, this is because of the global warming. This could have an enormous effect on life on Earth. We must stop poisoning the air because if the temperature kept getting higher every year, I think it will change our world. Now, number three, tons of rubbish. Of course, rubbish is a terrible source of pollution. Billions of tons of rubbish are produced by humans every year. Cans, plastic bottles, and bags are a big problem. They accumulate on land and in rivers, and in streams as well, and oceans, and they kill many sea animals because actually plastic bottles and bags they do not dissolve in water. They keep floating in the water for years. We must reduce the amount of plastic and metal we use, reuse what we can, and recycle the rest. Okay, as you can see here, we have some pictures of the planet. It's dying actually. Now, ask and answer. What causes air pollution? We spoke about this. How can you remember? Cars, lorries, yes. The aeroplanes burning fumes and gases. Excellent. All of these are sources of pollution. What is global warming? What did we compare it with? Leaving your car in a hot summer sunny day. It's the same actually, the increase in the temperature. How can we reduce the amount of waste? By reusing it, recycling it. Exactly. What are some cleaner sources of energy? Solar energy, wind energy. Great job. Okay, now let's go to the vocabulary booklet and discuss all the new vocabulary related to that unit. In the nouns here, we have the word rubbish. We just spoke about rubbish. Rubbish is litter or trash or our waste. Dining room. What's our dining room? This is the room where we eat. And before we eat, what do we spread on the table? A tablecloth. Yes. So the tablecloth is the cover that we spread over the dining table. Number 4, we have the word environment. The environment is the natural world around us, our surrounding. This is our environment, including land, water, air, plants, animals, and everything in our world. Global warming, we just explained it, the slow increase in the temperature of the earth. Number 6, pollution. This is the natural environment being contaminated with harmful substances or making our environment unclean and unhealthy. Number 7, the word factory. This is the building where we have goods produced, where people produce things using machines, of course. Number 8, public transport. This is the system of buses and taxis and trains and so on. And it's in our streets and it's used by public, by anyone actually. Number 9, the word allergy. This is a medical condition in which you become sick. It can be in your eye, it can be in your skin, it can be in your nose, sorry. You can have difficulties in breathing. So, يعني hopefully, inshallah, no one will get any allergies. Number 10, we have the word disease. It means illness. 11, wildlife. It means all the animals, birds, and plants that live in natural conditions around us. 12, we have the word natural reserve. A natural reserve is a place where animals and plants are safely kept. They are protected and no one can harm them. So you cannot hunt the animals, you cannot cut the plants, and so on. Now let's go to the verbs. Number 1, we have recycle. This is a very important process when we take or where we take unwanted items and we change them to reuse them in another way. We have verb dry. To dry something is to get rid of the humid, get rid of the moisture, keep it or making it dry. Number 3, to sweep is to use the broom to remove the dust. Number 4, we have design. To design something is to build something or plan it or make it, to do it from the scratch, actually, to start it. Then we have reduce. To reduce something, it means to make something smaller or less. Okay? Now, let's move to the adjectives. Environmentally friendly. The word friendly, it ends in ly, but it's not an adverb. It's an adjective. So when we say that something is environmentally friendly, what does it mean? It means that it doesn't harm the environment. It's friendly with the environment. So it keeps the environment safe. Number 2, we have leaking. When something is leaking, it means that it's losing liquid or gas. So a tap can leak if it's not fixed. A tube or a pipe can leak. So leaking, it means losing liquid or gas. Number 3, wasteful. If something is wasteful, it means that it wastes things. It doesn't keep these things protected. No, it carelessly lose or waste things. Number 4, we have allergic. If you are allergic to something, it means that something can cause you to have allergies. Yani, for example, some people are allergic to dairy products. They cannot drink milk. Okay, other people are allergic to dust. When they touch dust, their skin is irritated. Number 5, severe. When something is severe, it means it's extremely bad. When I tell you I have a severe headache, it means it's not just a simple headache. No, it's terrible. It's so bad and strong. Number 6, poisonous. Of course, we know it. It contains poison. Now we have one adverb actually. It's probably, and it means maybe or likely. And these are the new vocabulary. Now let's start solving together the classwork here. We have some words in the box and we need to fill in the gaps with the correct word. Number 1, giving up smoking reduces the risk of heart what? Diseases, excellent. Illnesses. So let's add it here. Number 2, meals are taken communally in the, where do we take our meals? In the dining room, exactly. Let's highlight it. We should spare no effort to beautify our, what should we beautify? Our environment, yes. We have to make it better. Number 4, there is a connection between what and the death of trees? Pollution. Yes, of course, if the pollution is high, then trees will die. How many workmen do you employ at your? They are workmen. Where do they work? Factory. Yes. The probable result of what will be a rise in sea levels? The sea level, when does it rise? With the global warming, of course, because all the ice will melt and this will change everything. The government wants more people to use what instead of private cars? Instead of using cars, what can we use? Public transport, yes. It will keep the environment more healthy and more clean. I have an what to cats? Some people have allergy to cats. Yes, they can't stand them and they start sneezing and coughing around cats because of their fur. Dinner is ready. Spread the, what should we spread to protect the table? A tablecloth. Yes. Number 10. Some people just dump their what in the river? What do they throw? What do they dump there? Rubbish. And this is, of course, a terrible thing to do. Boil the liquid in a small saucepan to what it by half. When you put some liquid and you boil it, it keeps getting less. What do we call this? Reduce. Good job. Okay, and the last one. We may be able to what a course to suit your particular needs. To what? Design. That's it. We can design a course or make a course to suit your needs. Let's highlight it. Okay, I'm going to leave the homework exercise for you to do it and see you inshallah next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.